One thing we've got, I think, is very unique in the PenAsia mission, is that we see this whole region as a single team. We don't see it as a series of countries with individual missionaries working in each country. We see ourselves as one team, and as a result of that, we have diverse expertise in the team which we share from country to country. So some have developed, very creative ways of community evangelism in villages. Some have developed creative ways of doing community work and community transformational work. Some have developed training methods. And so we share it all together.
Missions just look so different these days. There's so many different ways of doing it.
Preach the gospel, if necessary, use words.
We had no idea of the diverse amount of stuff God was going to have us doing in this country.
There is so much that can be done.
That I think it's really exciting.
We've got a really tremendous team with all sorts of different types of skills. Great work, great success, tremendous fruitfulness, but they're doing different things and they're doing things differently, but all with one vision, as we say, transforming nations by changing lives.
I really think this group is part of redefining missions in the world. I've never met such a group of entrepreneurial, let's go get 'em group of people with a real creativity, and I think they're reflecting something of the creativity of God.
Why can we do it? We do it because we work with good quality national people. We come alongside them and we empower them, and we work with high vision to see God's work done in this nation.
So we're in a situation where for the last 9 years, because of the nature of Vietnam, our lives have got to preach. And through that, we earn the right to speak into people's lives. And we've had many opportunities to do that.
There are so many ways to show people how you care. They're just that you can take an interest in people, that you can show that you show respect and understanding and a preparation to listen.
What I believe in is changing community. So if I was going to term it anything, I guess it would be community development, except that I don't put community development in a project box. I believe it's everything. It's business, it's spiritual life, it's your personal life, it's your family life, it's the physical situation.
Injustice and poverty and trafficking, all of that going on, the kids often do not have opportunity to have fun. And so the objective is for them to have fun, but also for them to learn.
And training them to be leaders and to start churches and all that kind of stuff. So, in between all that, sometimes I kind of sit back and I go, wow, look at where I am. This is amazing. How did I get there?
There is a gospel need, and that's number one. It's got first priority with us. We share the gospel, we teach, we preach, we develop the church, we do all of those things. But I think also we become much more aware of the bigger and the broader issues of practicing Christian faith in countries. So we've got to deal with issues of justice and poverty and trafficking. We can't just have preach in a corner and get people saved while the people trafficking is going on, while the poverty is outside the door, while the injustice issues happen. We've got to engage with that, because otherwise we're always going to have limited impact on the nation.
That it's about showing that there's a God in heaven that actually loves these people and cares enough and sees their need and willing to stop and help them.
What we're looking for is to give people a choice, a chance. That's what that's what we're trying to do with the Skills Centre, is to train people to get them on the first run.
Help to facilitate the change of enormous amount of lives and break the cycle of poverty and corruption and injustice that's in many nations. And I think it's a key point at the moment. We are at a point where if we do not engage in these things, we will be considered by the world as irrelevant.
You cannot influence somebody unless it comes out of a strong relationship. And so the right that you earn is by developing a relationship with people or a community or a government body or whatever it might be, that they then in turn, you're serving them.
Very important, I think, because Aussies love this sort of thing. They want to get engaged in it, and they're very relational. So when Aussies come overseas, it's not a matter of working with organisations, but they work with people.
They come to just get alongside and say, and with an attitude, we can do this, mate, we can make it happen. And I think that's, absolutely, that's what makes missions work.
Aussies sit down with nationals and say what you need.
Serving God, changing lives and impacting other people as a family unit.
Just setting up some little videos for after the preaching, just some real fun ones.
Missions is changing so that with those missionaries on the ground, the way we relate to them and the partnership we have to them is quite different now. So it's a partnership between missionary and local church. And the missionary serving the local church and basically also asking the local church, what do you want to get done? What's your vision, what's your heart, what's your passion?
I see that as just what happens when ordinary people say yes to God one little step at a time.
And it has to be painful and difficult, and if you're enjoying it, it can't really be real missions work. But we want to say that missions work is change.
That's why there is no turning back. That's why there is no plan B. Because we need to be there where God has placed us.
And that's exciting that we can actually impact more people and make a greater difference.
But all with one vision, as we say, transforming nations by changing lives.
But not stereotyped by styles or methods, a total reinvention of missions.